proof. No system can be absolutely foolproof. Okay, but it has stood the test of time. I think JEE should be retained. Yes, some modifications, some changes, of course, are the order of the day. I think the brand IIT that we are so proud of, we talk of, one of the reasons is that the JEE is the one which has brought us to, the reputation of IIT is all over the world by virtue of the tough examination. Admission through JEE is the one that has been one of the most important factor. So to say that...
I'll agree with that, provided you have a pre-selection system in which you get only, say, 2 or 3 applicants per seat you have got in the IIT. For IIT Delhi may admit 500 students, let them choose 1,500 students and have an examination for them. Give that as an absolute criterion, it may work.
Atul, your views.
Rather than saying yes or no, I would like to put some new facts, which probably has somehow not coming up. If you say right now what is happening, you have 3 types of examination. You have CET at state level, private colleges and all that, universities. Then you have IIEEE at national level. Then you have JEE. And if you see, everybody is not writing JEE. So, there is choice. You have 12 lakhs going for IIEEE, 5 lakhs coming to JEE, and 20 lakhs other CETs, this number. And if I make a single examination, what I am trying to do? There were guys who did not want to write JEE, but I forced them to write JEE. So am I not stressing people more by forcing to write for JEE? Something like that. If you look, we should distinguish between public exam and entrance exam. SAT is not entrance exam. It's a public examination. How many times in a year? Public examination, the concept, the theory, ideology is different. For entrance examination, it is different. When I want guys to come to IIT, I want to choose them, select them for with a particular objective, with a particular aptitude. So that is the entrance examination. When you are in a school, you write a different kind of examination, right? That's not mixed together. There's a confusion. I think that's what we say, that government has totally missed it out. If you look the last 3 years data of IIT-JEE, the people who selected 10,000, they varied from 47 to 97 between. So our examination is so nice, well developed over decades, could discriminate nicely, broad range. The people who could not make, they were well below 20. So that is the scenario. And so it's really very confusing if you mix it. There's a big problem with that. I don't say it's stress. Now, second issue is that people are saying stress. To me, I'll say stress will increase. Now, you will write more examinations. It is wrong to say we are making one examination. You have ICAT, one MCQ, another examination. Then think of your 10 plus 2 is also counting your JEE. So your physics paper is JEE exam, your mathematics paper is JEE exam, your chemistry paper of 10 plus 2 is JEE exam. Because even if you mix 2 marks, you may lose in JEE. So guys, they don't enjoy schooling really, because throughout government has made the argument is very valid on that account too.
So Thanks. Himanshu, just before you just wanted to make one point, and that is that restricting the number of people who apply to IITs has also been tried and very unsuccessfully, because the 60%, when I think they tried to raise it to 75%, that the eligibility criteria, there were social protests, effigies were burnt and things like that. Okay, and that is the reason why trying to change that cutoff of 60% to 75% or 80% is something that...
Now look, people can burn my effigy. Why should I bother? I have my own criterion. Come up to my criterion and go ahead. Otherwise you go somewhere else. It's a competitive system. Be competitive. That's all that I'm saying.
One way to solve that, PG, is don't give a 60 or 75%. Say cutoff for this particular college, whatever the number is, this year will be the number you accept. Now that makes it difficult for the guy to predict what will be. So he's got to work really hard at his school, his CBSE or whatever his board is, because it's difficult for him to say what that cutoff will be. If you define a 60, I know I've got to be in the bottom 40 percentile, I'll make it. I'm smart enough, if I'm going to sit for IIT, I think I'll make it even without studying. And so that's what I do. But if you leave it undefined, but defined by something that's external, that means cutoff for Delhi University, top 10 colleges, some number like that, then it's unpredictable and the guy has to work harder. And if he's going to play safe, he's going to take that plus 5 or 10%, then he's really going to have to move to that.
Arjun, that's how I got into Indian Institute of Science. Every university had a quota in Indian Institute of Science. Now talking of more than nearly 70 years ago, it was just on the basis of that, we got it. Now, you could have a system by which you can say, IIT Delhi can say, in the past 3-4 years, your school sent 7 students to IIT and your quota is 7. Somebody else sent only 1, your quota is 1. Those who do not send anybody, they can write an examination, we will look into them. But we will prefer those students who came from school from where we got our students and they did well in the first year. I think that's what I think we should consider. This is what I have written, but anyway.
Yeah. So I think you have a point, you have a point, you have a point, and you have a point. Oh, 5, 6 people. So let's start with Himanshu and then Professor Jain.
One question which comes up repeatedly is the question of coaching. And coaching is starting in class 1. It used to start with nursery. Now it is around KG and 1 that you have coaching starting. And the reason for that is the problems in school education. Not that JEE is creating the problem. JEE problem will start after 10th. But why is it below 10 that there is a problem? And that is related to the commitment of our teachers in the schools and the vast diversity. So I think we should de-link ourselves from coaching as far as any decision on this topic is concerned. I will come to now the solutions.
Yeah, we have a mythological example. Coaching for Abhimanyu started when he was in his mother's womb.
Coaching even Tendulkar is doing now also. So there is coaching going on right up to the CEO levels. So that will, I don't think that is something which we can do anything about. The issue is about selection now, and the performance in the school being important.
Again, that's the next topic of discussion. So leave the school board numbers.
No, I'm not. What was discussed, I'll confine to only that.
Just the single exam or multiple exams.
Yeah. So, instead of saying a single exam, we say that school, okay, because we do not know from board to board what is the comparison. Therefore, we can, as a percentile, we can say, okay, the top 20 percentile or the top 30% eligible for engineering. Okay. Then we are giving a common test to which will throw up the statistics of what is the performance of the board. That is if you have this common test and you take the top 20-30% of that again as engineering grade material, then there you will find out what is the relative performance of the boards from the statistics.
So again, board normalization is the next topic.
No.
So just hold on to that because I think.
Okay. So after this you come to the JEE.
Right.
This is like an and. If you have done this and this, then you are eligible to sit for JEE. So the number which will be able to sit for JEE will reduce, and you give them not the objective type, but the earlier essay type questions to solve. So that is possibly the answer.
Okay.
So briefly, I would like to say that I don't much care whether we have one test or multiple tests. Only thing is that we have to evolve a system where the quality is to be maintained in such a manner that we maintain